The running joke for decades has been that stormtroopers can't hit anything. Thousands of memes, endless posts, countless spoofs. The marksmanship of stormtroopers has been a punchline since the beginning of Star Wars. So, the question begs to be answered, are stormtroopers really that bad at shooting? Luckily, the heavy lifting has pretty much already been done on this subject, and I'm not going to sit there and count every single shot fired, but luckily for us, someone else did. According to a blog post on Aurealis.com.au by Chris Large, thanks Chris, in episode 4, A New Hope, stormtroopers fired 440 shots and hit their target 11 times on screen. This means that stormtroopers successfully hit their target 2.5% of the time, a ratio of 1:40. On the other hand, the rebels fired 247 shots and hit their target 58 times, giving the rebels a success rate of 23.5%. If A New Hope was a game of Star Wars Battlefront and we could hit tab to see how the teams were doing, the KD ratio, the kill to death ratio, would be 5-1. 5 for the rebels, 1 for the stormtroopers. I've without a doubt played some Battlefront matches on both sides where a 5-1 team KD ratio was an actual thing. Let's step outside of the movie world and take a look at World War II military casualties. Military, not civilian. Now, these numbers aren't as accurate as counting something on a TV screen. Most of the statistics vary, and when sources are compared, the numbers can vary by almost 1 million. I'll pick the middle of the road. During World War II, the Axis forces lost 5,900,000 military personnel. The Allied forces, on the other hand, suffered 18,550,000 military casualties. Obviously, there are a lot of variables that go into these statistics, but for the sake of numbers, rounding up, for every 6 Axis deaths, there would be 19 Allied deaths. According to Dave Hullo over at Logical Misery, stormtroopers had an accuracy of 7.6% in The Empire Strikes Back, and an accuracy of 7.1% in Return of the Jedi. And if I average those percentages together, the mean accuracy for stormtroopers in the original trilogy is approximately 5.7%. Now let's look at a graph. We'll tack on 5.7% accuracy for original trilogy stormtroopers. BP Hughes estimated that during the Napoleonic Wars, British infantry had a hit rate around 5%. Modern NYPD statistics show an 18% hit rate. According to the US Army, the average soldier will hit a man-sized target 10% of the time at a range of 300 meters using an M16, while graduates of sniper school are expected to achieve a 90% hit rate at 600 meters. So are stormtroopers that bad at shooting? Obviously, a lot of factors go into the numbers: battlefield conditions, weapon tech, battlefield intelligence, position, you name it. But I think it's fair to say that stormtroopers firing an E-11 blaster are about as accurate as British soldiers in the early 1800s firing a musket. HelloGreedo, out.